Welcome back. It is Friday, May 26, 2023, and hopefully a more in focus version than what we were struggling with earlier this morning when we were opening those two boxes of Panini. What was it? Absolute, I believe it was. Yeah, Absolute. Um, I got looking at my phone, looking at updates, looking at everything from a hardware standpoint or software standpoint, nothing there. Flipped the phone around and looked, and on the back side of the phone, there's three little lenses. I know one of them's the flash, one of them's the camera, and one of them's, I don't know what it is, the focus aperture or something or other. But there's three. Let's just call them eyes or lenses or whatever. And one of them was horribly cracked. So, and it was the plastic covering over the actual piece. So I had to just get in there and just pop that one off. So I know that some of these may have a little bit of haziness moving forward, but till we get a new phone, which is not something I want to do in the immediate future, things may be a little bit hazy. So we'll just deal with those. But we're going to start with a few events here. 1985 on this date, and we've only got a few events. 1985 on this date. Danny Sullivan wins the Indy 500 with the famous spin and win. Go check that out on YouTube. That was something pretty interesting to watch. I kind of vaguely remember listening to it on the radio as a kid, and Sullivan took the lead from Mario between turns 1 and 2, did a complete 360, saved the car, and went on to win the race. Of course, DW won the World 600 that same day. I believe that was his second or third win in the 600. I can't remember, but he swept the weekend for the Cup Series that weekend, winning the Winston the day before. On this day in 1991, Rick Mears becomes the third four-time winner of the Indy 500. And then on this day in 1996, Dale Jarrett wins the second of three possible legs of the Winston Million, so he gets a $100,000 bonus from Winston because he won the Daytona 500 and then the Coke 600, and he would miss out in the Southern 500 to get the $1 million bonus. But the other two big events that day, and one of them is not Monaco, Buddy Lazier wins his first IndyCar race, the Indy 500, in the first post-kart IRL split Indy 500 race. The kart series ran in Michigan, the US 500. That race was marred by that pre-race crash as they were coming to the green flag. So we got a handful of birthdays here. We actually got quite a few. Born on this date in 1906, passing away in 1981, former Indy 500 winner Maury Rose. Born on this date in 1988, Leah Pruett, of course, it's the wife of Tony Stewart. Born on this date in 1958, Ronald Cooper, former Busch Series driver, bit of a journeyman driver. Had one win, I believe that was 1988 or 89. And born on this date in 1944, part-time road racer, more well known for his ABC commentary, Mr. Sam Posey. So, born on this date in 1949, he was more well known for being an NFL quarterback with the Houston Oilers, but he did make it to the NHRA Top Fuel Series in the late 80s, early 90s. Mr. Dan Pastorini. Now, I do have some football cards of Dan. I just don't have a clue which box they are in. And as you see, we're actually getting a little bit of focus. We have a little bit of haze, but I'll take a little haze over a little focus. Born on this date in 1967, former Xfinity Series driver and Cup driver, Mr. Stacy Compton. Of course, here is the JTG car before it was JTG Doherty in the Busch Series. He ran a couple seasons with that. Best finish is second, 2002 at Talladega in that race that had that massive pileup. He was a pole sitter at Talladega in 2001 driving the Melling Kodiak car. He also was the outside pole sitter of the 2001 Daytona 500, coming home a career best 10th in that race. Never really had a lot of success at the Cup level. Won a few truck races. I don't have any of his truck series stuff, but he drove an RC Cola. I don't know why I grabbed two of those, but he drove an RC Cola sponsored truck, and Scott Riggs won in that truck too, number 86. I can't remember who the owner was. The name escapes me, but He's a pretty popular driver. Heard he'd had some health problems recently, but don't know much else about that situation. And our final birthday, born on this date in 1992, former Nationwide / Xfinity Series competitor that ran for a team about 2 hours from me here, ML Motorsports, Miss Johanna Long. Of course, we pulled that card the other day. I thought it was a rookie. Actually, her rookie, I believe, was 2011. So we have 2013 here. And she did recently get married a couple years ago, and her new last name is Robbins. So she did have some good runs with ML Motorsports. That would be Mary Louise Miller. And she had a few good runs. I think there was one year at Richmond where she was running in the top 10 and cut a tire down. But if she would have had some better equipment, I think we could have seen her be somewhat of a regular fixture in the top 10. And she was the first female winner of the Snowball Derby. I don't know if there's been another female winner or if she's won it multiple times. Don't know my Snowball Derby history. But anyway, that's our video in a nutshell for today. Glad we're back in a little bit more focus for you guys. And we'll be back tomorrow. Not sure what we're going to rip yet or what we'll have to show. But we'll have something for you as always. So thanks again for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button on the way out. That does mean a lot to me. So thanks again for watching, and we will see you tomorrow.